Aeolus, Zenosis, and oh, right, it didn't stop. This is part 19, part 19 of the true low-level challenge. And we're getting some greens here. Let's see, is Mimit greens going to be enough or not? We got another shop, or we got a free shop below here, which is nice. Because we didn't get the Chocobo earlier and stuff that, so you can get a free one here. This is really nice. But we do that, and now we're gonna see was that quote-unquote enough for the Chocobo here, or do we need to get a more expensive one? I hope that we didn't spend too much though and stuff that, because then we might have to sell something, But it doesn't matter which one you do it with, by the way. I'm talking to the Chocobo here, but I choose takes up. Okay. Girl behind his ears. Conto. We get contained, which is very powerful. It's that second tier magic, the same tier as Wolfmeister, and it gives you, yes, it reduces strength and vitality by a lot, but it's magic +4 and magic defense +2, and then it's 10 for max MP. Then yeah, contain is absolutely insane. So now that we have contain, was there anything else in here that was important? Because this should technically have been the armor shop. But then we can get HP plus and MP plus here. From gravity distract, you can get more distracts there, so if you want to do the old cursing setup. But then it makes no sense, right? That this is obviously supposed to be an armor store and stuff that, so that never made any sense. And this of course triggers old clothes scene here, stuff that, it's just washed up here on the shore, poor pokey headed young thing. Wait, what did you say? Halt. And the worst thing though that I think will happen in the actual part 3 remake is that Middle is a town will not even exist, and then we just go to that doctor in Corellia instead, because then it would be even worse, stuff that. Because maybe Cloud will not even be allowed to be in a wheelchair because the ableist and stuff that, Because if you don't think that Final Fantasy VII is walking, you think that Tifa is hot, and even if you're a good right wing and you think that, and stuff that, then you obviously then you want games to be ruined and stuff that, that's the thing, But then it was wrong, of course, to get the remake and, Rebirth and stuff that. But remake, of course, I thought that maybe it could have been good, and then Rebirth was just because, you just want to see, do they actually, would they actually improve stuff? And I will say, yes, Rebirth is better than remake and stuff that, but they still, doing stuff, and then you might say, but it's not work because look at these bikini costumes and stuff that, and then thinking that somehow makes certain other things okay, and stuff that. That's always the whole thing there and stuff that, because imagine, right, if all a game could be 0.00001% woke, and then it shouldn't sell at all, like nobody should ever buy the game and stuff like that. And the people with principle about that and wokeness and like would usually disappear overnight and stuff like that. Like if the gaming companies that like continue on doing woke would just like go bankrupt and stuff like that. And I know that that's really bad because that's of course what they want to happen. They want not to exist any entertainment at all, that everyone is going to be like insane all the time and stuff like that, and they're just going to do whatever the television tells them to do and just buy the brands that they tell them to and stuff like that. Like that people like to be abused and stuff like that, you know. That is what it feels like, you know, especially because look at these wind farms. They are good, you know, they're good for the climate, they are fucking to the big CO2 and stuff like that, and then it's like, and then they say like, oh, it's good for the marine life in the sea, oh, it makes diversity in the sea, it makes the coral reefs better, and then it like destroys shit and stuff like that, you know. And there were like fish that's like stopped producing because the vibrations that are caused by the wind farms and stuff like that, and then it's like the people that are for the environment, like the environmentalists and like the climate change people and stuff like that, like those are always the people that are doing whatever they can to like destroy the environment and stuff like that, you know. And it's always because that's how socialism and the so-called quote-unquote democracy works. Stuff that like this, or the social democracy rather, that let's destroy everything, and then they say, oh, but what we're doing is good, oh, it's only this, because it's always, oh, the right wing is the ones that are destroying everything, right? The fact that they could believe, for example, that when Joe Biden was president, that oh, the economy is good, everything is good, Joe Biden is the smartest person ever, and then as soon as Trump goes in, now all of a sudden the economy omega bad immediately, but poof, that it could switch like that, you know, and stuff like that, you know. Imagine having a brain that can work like that, you know, and imagine being able to change it immediately and being like, now the economy is bad. Like that, because that's not how anything can work, like, you know, stuff like that. And then you realize, right, that the people that are far left extremists, right, they think that they are centrist leftist, because that's what they get in political tests when they take them, like far left extremists. That's because they all answer the same thing. They think that they are centrist. They think that the positions that they're holding is like good positions and stuff like that, you know, but then, you know, it's not at all, you know, stuff like that. But then it feels like Europe is just extremely cursed and stuff like that, you know. Because it's just that people are just willingly, and then you might think that, oh, but, you know, like, because, oh, we can save it via the vote, but then we know that even if, like, quote-unquote right-wing parties get into power, then they used to have a talk with them, right? A certain group of people have a talk with them, and then they just do whatever they're told to do and stuff like that, you know, to make it seem like an illusion that you have an actual right-wing party that are gonna do like things that are gonna kick out immigrants and stuff like that, you know, but that's not going to happen, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And as of course there are extreme like radical parties that just decide, you know, like look up every single area, or basically like they could do like a survey and stuff like that. And, okay, so now we have Cid as part of leader, of course. Now the question is though, on the train, we probably will only let him survive on the train, and probably also in the boss fight that is in Fort Condor. So again, since they are the only level 25 members, those are the thing members that we need. Technically only the things that is put on her will matter, because she's level 25 and she's the furthest away. Yeah, she's the furthest away, so she needs to get all of the XP here and stuff like that. So we equip her with Circlet and we equip her with Fort Bracelet to get an outstanding medical attack with her. But the main problem, right, is that contain materia is super fucking expensive. It costs 82 and stuff like that, and that's not just very viable because we have how many turbo ethers? We have a single turbo ether. We do have 2 8-inch cannons though. Right, and so First off, we equip enemy skill here so we can have Aqualung, Death Sentence, and Trine. Music enemy skill here. And Aqualung is 34 currently. But then let's try MP Turbo here and see if it actually updates live here. No, it's still 34, but it will be higher. MP Turbo. You say pad magic, so does it not affect the enemy skill? Also, otherwise that will be bad. Sometimes if it doesn't affect it. However, we could also have some other setups here. Contain with Mdef. Contain with MP Absorb, I was gonna say. Contain with MP Absorb. HP Absorb with Combat. That does provide you with more MP though, however. Magic Plus, Luck Plus, we need to have Steel with us though, because we need to steal from a certain enemy. And now we're gonna even bother sensing, yes we are. Sense on him, sense on the doggo, and on... actually... So on materia, the best articles him, in time, in barrier and all as well. And she uses restore here with all as well, because we might just do that. I think I'm gonna go elemental, even though we don't need elemental defense. Could set up wind defense actually, which is actually pretty fun that you can do. But actually, let's go ice, fire here. And then there's something else that we could double here. What we double here? I would want to double in Bahamut actually here. Alexander and Creata here. Goblin Restore. Actually, did I put a restore on it? Yeah, I put the restore on her. Need to actually do this. We need to restore here. We need to bring it on with it. Pretty that. Now restore on him. Restore on him and all. Actually, god damn it, it's so easy to fucking press the wrong thing and then it's like let's go with another steal here, just in case. What the steal on him as well here. Albert Alexander. What enemy skill maybe? Cover. What long range on him? Gold stroke valor. Death blow and already got sense on him. I went with the best sense materia at 2240 now. This one is better. I thought I already went with sense on him, but I did not. It's barrier with all. And then highest with elemental and 5 with elemental. So we have Armlet, Alexander, and regular Armlet. What does this set up? The Mental Restore here. Trying to laser these in front row so they can take as much damage as possible. And yes, circlet and yeah. So we do for combo first. We do for combo first. And then after we have done for combo, we need to yes, we take off. We are taking off. Swoosh. And then we go here to Fort Condor. And we save outside. And only she can survive, of course. Only she will be allowed to survive because she is the lowest level. But keep in mind, of course, that with the quote lowest level possible challenge, things will change. Things will change quite a bit. Because on the lowest level possible challenge one, we won't be allowed to take any extra encounters, meaning that we need to make sure that we have enough money, for example, to quote unquote get picked by Don Corneo. And as I showed you there, you didn't even need to get down there where all you needed was a Meteora, Secret, Blonde Wake, and Physical Launch. And that is enough to get picked. You can theoretically also have slightly worse. I think it is the Tiara that can be worse. You can have a Ruby Tiara and still win, I believe, but then you also have to have the underwear. Get ready. Basically, you start the game and then you start the speed to highest, and then you just wait. Make sure that we get invaded. And of course, we need to make sure that we let the characters, let the other two characters die. Stuff that, and then we just need to kill the boss. And then we will get Imperial Guard from that, and we will also get Phoenix. Because otherwise you would spend a lot of cash here and stuff like that. I forgot also what the cash bar was for this. Because this command, of course, there's nothing you can steal from it and stuff like that, but still it's very important. Now, of course, the train sequence will be interesting because the train sequence also, of course, forced encounters. Because even if you have no encounters on, you still get forced. This means, for example, we need to let the train get away. But the funny thing is, of course, that the train get away means that you can never get Optimo ever, which I did not realize and stuff like that. I mean, you're locked out of getting Master Summon anyway, or Master Magic, unless of course you beat Emerald Weapon. With the enemy invasion, no Mongolia attacking, we're counting on you, we're counting on you. The fear attack. He's dead already. So might need to heal here. Let's barrier first here. And then Comet to kill him, boom. Bye bye. So long, Bowser. So long, Bowser. So long, Bowser. there's a long Bowser. That's what he actually says. And then there's a long Bowser. And Bowser. Fuck. Combat. He's not dead yet. Of course, that was HP absorb. We're not out of that yet. 34 is what it costs normally. 34 is what it seems to cost here. Not dead yet. This is actually getting pretty scary here. Sure. Once Barry runs out, we are actually... I didn't realize that he became that tanky here, actually. Oh, you don't want to see this. Oh, right, it's was dangerous. We get 800, and that means Red XIII is now there. Fireball? Fireball jump. Can you see Phoenix here, Papa? Fried bird. And then there's a fucking fat chocobo. Phoenix materia. And then it was fat chocobo. No, it's not meant to be a chocobo, actually, it's meant to just be, you know, like a... Yes, and we get a very powerful Phoenix materia. Of course, which is also plus 2 magic defense, plus 2 magic, and max MP by 10. So yes, so now we remove all here, remove all here, because now, as you saw, now she's a lot closer to leveling up. Meaning, of course, now all of a sudden, he is the character that will use Circlet and Fourth Bracelet. You know, it's just a bit odd. It's not that, but that's how things really gonna have to go and stuff that, you know. So see, that's the thing, right, that the worst thing though, right, is if we really want to do things in the proper way, by the way, what you would need to do, and this is gonna sound fucking stupid, right? He hit them huge materia. Yeah, they were protecting Condor and stuff that and eggs. And yeah, let's go and rest there first. Because I also want to check if the other characters, how much XP they actually got. And stuff that, like, have any of their levels changed. And stuff that, or all they are, like, several ahead, you know, and stuff that, you know. How much ahead are the other characters? Because now, she's higher than him. She should be in the front row, he should be in the front row. So let's check here first. So both of them are 26 here. And then Kids it is 27. Yeah. Because here's the thing right on the train. Basically, what could change, for example, is that Red XIII, of the one battle, Red XIII is no longer the lowest, and then now all of a sudden this character is now the lowest and stuff like that is something that could end up happening. We did get Imperial Guard, right? Yes, we did get Imperial Guard. And Imperial Guard, as you can see, there is technically better than the Crystal Bangle because it's more defense, it's more magic defense, like it's a huge magic defense boost, but it has no dodge chance. So you go from having 16 there, for example, to having only 8. However, defense-wise, 120 and 111. 120 and 111 to 108 and 82. Wow. So that goes from 80 to fucking... It's 120 and 111. But it goes from 80 to 111 in magic defense. Yeah, from 82 to 111. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, but Fort Bracelet is even better when it comes to magic defense. Yeah, Fort Bracelet absolutely slaps. Now, sadly, there is no Fort Bracelet anywhere else in the game, I don't think. Right, and I wonder if that was the dev's like intention and stuff that, like, you know, because, you know, people are always like, oh, my style is so good, nom 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 and stuff that, and then I don't think my style even has, like, does it have even like a magic increase on it? Stuff that is the question. So yeah, now of course we need to go to we will stop by here though. Is there anything we can sell, by the way? Let me check here actually. We don't have any Phoenix down, right? No, we don't have any single Phoenix down. There's nothing really we can sell. I want to check though how much is the weapons here. Solid Bazooka is 16,000, Centipede is 14,000, Spare Circling is that, Long Barrel R is. But yeah, so see, not all of them are super weak. Solid Bazooka is 61, which right compared to Micro Laser, which is that is not that much lower. Right, yeah. Right, it's so weird. Like, why is enhanced sword so weak then? Like, why is it specifically Tifas and Cold Claws? So it feels like maybe certain things was not programmed properly, or whatever. Like, why does Tifas and Claws 8-slot weapon have way less attack? You know. The question is though, where is the best to put this? Because this will make you go the shortest way, but then you need to go all the way around. But if we park here, then we... Yeah. So he would need to be the guy that finishes this. So it seemed like MP Turbo and the thing didn't work. So MP Turbo... And I guess we do it with Contain, because I don't think that anything will be immune to freeze. And then probably combat with MP Absorb then instead. Now the question is, yeah, we cannot afford having time on him, but we can have time and barrier on him. We can, however, though, probably go restore here. Just to restore single on him. Just of that, so he only heals himself with it. I mean, technically it doesn't matter to have the haste, set up the haste and stuff like that, you know. Because it will only work for one battle anyway, the haste. So actually, let's have all, so we can make sure that we get some all materia XP here. So we have luck with a magic plus. We go for steel though, we go for steel on everyone though. Steel. Steel. And then we go for sense for the two black helper characters. Oh no, not really, we cannot do that. We have to have sense on steel. Steel. We need to have sense on him. If he's gonna like do things solo. Or do we time and barrier? Can we even afford to have time and barrier though? Maybe we don't MP turbo. But because MP turbo now that is 91. How much is it without? 82. So maybe MP absorb with this. And then we ignore combat. And we go time. And we go all, even though we don't need to. And then here we will go. Here we will go barrier. All. But then let's keep out on that all. No, that's probably the best all. Correct, yeah, that's the best all, boom. And this is the second best. Yeah. And we got steel, and we have to have steel here on him. So go to steel. Steel and sense. But then do we help anything? Is the question. And actually let's rest there first. But the question is like, do we kill him off in the very first encounter here? Like, do we kill all the other party members off as early as possible? And I don't have any skill right, because that's the main problem. I have steel and sense and everything, but we don't have any skills, so like, you know. Meaning, for example, we are casting like freeze that costs 82, but then we're getting some MP back. But then we need to steal from the bird thing. That's what we need to do. Can we actually get some unfinished sounds? I would actually love to get MP here. We do have one elixir we could use. So we have transform here. I forgot, was there anywhere we could get to breathers easily? I don't think so. So I have no idea how viable this will actually be here. To do it with just one character. Now, of course, if we had a bunch of like HP pluses, then this would be easy and stuff there. But yeah, but it depends on how much MP we get back for casting. Casting the thing here. And of course, getting Ultima will be huge. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? You have to let the thing escape. the lowest possible challenge, and that means you lose out on Ultimo. Ultimo cost makes a whole lot of battles later on easier. But also there's another thing to think about. Another very, very important thing to think about. Right, and that is, for example, that on I know that on, for example, on carry armor, it's actually kind of wrong because they say on carry armor, oh, if you quote unquote defeat carry armor's body, then you get less XP from the encounter. But I feel like that was bullshit because it still felt like it gave a lot of XP. I forgot if we did that last time. If you only kill the body or if you kill the two arms. Because otherwise you have to basically have two party members alive. You can kill them off before the encounter, and then you have to hope that he grabs the other two party members, not the character you want to solo with. And I don't know if there is a chance to manipulate so he always grab your party members and stuff like that, because yeah, otherwise it's just a reset and stuff like that. And otherwise you can hope that, oh, you get lucky and he doesn't decide to grab or whatever, like, you know. Technically here though, we would want to steal actually first, before anything. Steal anything. Because here's the thing, right? If we can get the 18th cannon from these guys fairly quickly, then things will become easier. I would want to steal here first though. We go, that's 18th cannon, and then we can kill off one of them. And then we'll steal from the sitting guy. The thing is though, with enough 18th cannons we can also defeat certain encounters easily as well. Let's couldn't steal anything. Couldn't steal anything. Of course, we would need to probably increase our battle speed as well. Most of that, just to make things less annoying. You know, I do not want to heal her up here, just in case, you know, because then it's going to be easy for her to die and stuff like that, you know. Steal anything, because this steal is actually not supposed to be hard, that's the main problem. Don't steal anything. Because we need to basically get this steal here. So stole 18th cannon, and that's gonna be good enough. And now we just freeze here first. Do some damage to one guy here first. Boom. And then she does some damage. Boom. Nonsense first here. Yeah, you have 531 HP left, okay. Dead. I would love to have yeah, we're not using long range. Actually, let's defeat him this way instead. we're affected by dark here, which is not the best thing in the world. Hopefully there isn't a single enemy on the train that can silence. So we're safe for now. Oh, we will watch. The little train that could. Okay, so blah blah blah. What? Okay. I used to be left, right. You basically want to mash up and climb all the time here. Hopefully that triple speed that we used first won't affect anything. So alright, we're gonna jump. And I don't think this puts us in an encounter immediately, maybe it does. Or it does not, okay good. Do we have high potion? Yeah, good. We have a high potion here and we can use it in the background now. The question is, we actually go with something else in sense. If we go with any skills that makes some sense. Eight-inch cannon. That's probably a waste though. I didn't know that they could silence you those. It's actually really bad if we would get actually silenced by another one of those. I'm lucky we are running the slow speed here though. Although we might not make it in time because of the slower speed. Because that does not slow down the timer. I think we need to use the cheaper thing here and hopefully we can cast that one twice without getting silenced. We probably will die here now. Because he's just gonna be too weak here. And that's red flying here. So here's the thing, right? If we just kill these two, then that also are two only enemies that can deal a shit ton of damage. Do we use the elixir here? Yes, we use the elixir. Not gonna risk casting the high potion here. Right, then we have 8-inch cannon, so 8-inch cannon here, boom. I think we needed to actually have had speed up faster. We probably needed that, otherwise we're probably not going to make it in time. Potion here first. So normally here, for example, now she's actually lower level, so then we will need to switch party members to do the whole setup. But I forgot if the timer runs in the menus or not. This is not the guy you steal from. I'm just going to double check. Oh, because it's the eagle gunner you steal from. Okay, that's good because we can set a barrier here. Oh, that's going to last a short time here. Haste as well here. We freeze. High potion here. The high potion, and that gives us his limit break. Yeah, because I mean that even if we... Oh, he has big guard. Wait, can you manipulate him then and cast big guard on himself? Can you actually get big guard on the train here? You know what, I would love another freeze here. We'll get 14 MP back here and we take a lot of damage here, so elixir. We don't have an elixir left, we have to make elixir here. I think we aqua lung. There's no way we're gonna clear the entire section here with the train. I don't think. Oh, I've never seen this before. Go to. I don't know if Kyoto was overkill, maybe it was. I mean, the goal is that we can get the armor at least here. See, I would love to set a barrier again here though. Maybe we need to actually set a barrier again. And damn it, he could die here if he does the correct attack afterwards. Dead. You see, soloing here is actually very, very hard and stuff like that, right? So you would hope that the correct character is the character that is alive. They should kill him. I think he has 10,000 health though. Yeah. That is fucking scary. Levels. Okay, we might still have enough time here. Actually, that's kind of a waste there. Because we need to do that. Next is Eagle Gunner. Next is Eagle Gun, this guy we need to steal from. But first we set a barrier. We set a barrier first. Haste. Or first we use Red Fang. Haste. Walk? Turbo Bulwark. That actually makes the barrier last shorter. Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything. Come on. No, what? Okay, who might die now? I should have just went to the menu and used keyboard instead. Just freeze though, just to do some damage. See, maybe it did move differently here. I've said the most important thing is that we get the armor here from him. But I hope he sees us fully. As he probably should. Right, and we steal again here. Kidding me right now. Because I believe that even if the timer runs out, you still get to finish the battle your own. I mean, I hope that's the way it works. I never realized that the bird could actually do quite a lot of damage and stuff like that, because normally if you are entire party, this bird is never harmed. Let's actually Red XIII here again, just to do up a little bit of extra damage. Why are you so damn hard to steal from? I think it's because it's level 40 or something, maybe. Peace! And if it crits with any of these, we're dead. I would really love to have gotten it here. Yeah, you see, if that were a crit, we would have been dead. Best thing will be now if we get it and then we could actually limit break. Imagine if this kills it here, because then we will you see, so this will trigger that train crashing. Oh shit, we can crash into North Korea! And then everyone died because you saw explosions there. Game over. No. Oh shit! That's not the same cutscene. Yeah, we were brave. We were brave, all right. You know, we did get it right. We get to keep it right. Yes, we do get to keep Warrior Bangle. You might say, oh, Warrior Bangle is not worth it. Yes, it's 96 defense and stuff that, but it has like, let me see here, strength 46. This is its effect with strength 46 and strength. Say 46. This is a 20 increase. This 46. Actually, let me stick with the crystal bangle just because maybe Fort Brace it does give now. So 46. Right, but you stick with Gigas Armlet. 46. 56, 66, 76. So Gigas Armlet is plus 30. However, Warrior Bangle, as you can see, is just a better version. It doesn't give us much strength, obviously, stuff that, so yes, it gives 66 compared to 46. But then, of course, 76 is what it went up to with Gigas Armlet, right? Yeah. So that's a big difference still. But that was worth it. Yeah, that got pretty tricky there, and we ended up using up a lot more Mega Elixirs, but I didn't want to do. So and we keep. But yeah. Yeah, now he is 28 though, so you know. And we can technically also now get. Yeah, that becomes a very different scenario when you're in the town here and stuff that, you know, and talk about it. We get catastrophe here. That's what catastrophe is, one of the ultimates that doesn't require anything. Wow, 50,000 gil is normally not what they sell it for. You know what I think that they should have done with the town, that if you allow it to crash like this, you know. Okay, so let's go to Medilius, because yeah. Now there are going to be some interesting decisions, because of course obviously I just want to place it already in the path, even though technically we don't need to, because now comes the cloud scene and everything and stuff that's going to take for too long, of course. So now yeah, a lot. You often don't get to even see that scene there, that extra scene there with him being like a band being leader is tough. No. But we can see he's 28 now, so we won't be using him. And this means, of course, that now the only choice we really have will be like this, for example, to actually use Red. She will be the one that will be absorbing all the XP, of course, because she's lowest here. He's actually the highest. So, and we will, of course, need to do the setup here and everything as well. So, yeah. Hopefully you will enjoy this and stuff but yeah. I think wow, that train second was rough. Maybe we could have beaten it, you know, if we would have had it set to the slower speed again. Right, because yes, the slower speed, you know, but that makes the things. But yeah, but for example, I guess you need to figure out basically like what materia is the best. Of course, we don't need to worry about using cant stuff. So that because we're not going to do the lowest possible challenge. Stuff that, right? But then, of course, it would be the whole like supplement carry all the rest of that. Of course, with enough each cannons, you can do a lot more damage very quickly, because yes, each cannons can be stone stuff that, right? And you can see there, for example, if you don't spend the of course, you need to actually kill the first 2 bars on the thing. Those actually need to be killed. Yeah. Hope you all know this one. Next one, course, the next boss will be the cannon armor. The question is though, should be called boss, so I'm going to cannon boss items like that. But just for the minute before the or should keep up with this line until I because yeah, because normally you don't want to kill your arms or something like that, because I'm going to have to confirm that somehow. It's really true that it's less because otherwise, like, not killing the ones who feels how the problem and stuff happens. Yeah, the fact that Ruben is the first that is actually that get with it. Then, so yeah, well, I think all the way to high level, because yes, because once we extend levels, because we have down fights here that we don't need to teach otherwise. So that's all. We for example, about the next chapter we do since then two lowest levels of each. It will be kind of solo, but of course it's boss we need to kill the party members, and we all have a lot of encounters sometimes, encounters in the always. So for example, the first reactor we need to kill off the and have a solo large smoke, which won't be easy in order because you have to leave off around. This would be not, you know, use breaks of them, because you know. Two years to school although we probably size. Is that, and then I was thinking like these boss fights will be like against Backbuster and T-Founds or something like Buster, and I don't know how big on that is. Probably need a bunch of grenades starting with or have a fully ready stuff. See you all next time.